The biggest news in Singapore this week was the RSAF evacuation from the Middle East. But honestly, I didn't follow the news at first. What caught my eyes was a rumor going around my friend groups, saying that every passenger was being charged $600. When I first heard about that, I was like, wait, what? Why is the national evacuation chargeable? Is this a budget airline now? Does the $600 include GST, or do we get a meal? It sounded ridiculous. If the state is rescuing you, shouldn't it be free? So I started dig deep. And what I found didn't just bust the myth, it actually made me realize how insane our military capability actually is. Here's the part people got wrong. There were actually two different stages of the operation. Stage 1 was an assisted departure. This happened while civilian airports are still open. The government chartered commercial planes, basically private airlines, to give Singaporeans a subsidized way out before things got really ugly. The $600 was actually a core payment for the commercial seat that would normally cost the thousands last minute. But what if you couldn't afford it? The government actually have the mechanism to help. No Singaporean was left behind just because they didn't have $600 in their bank account. Stage 2 is where it gets intense. When the situation worsened and the commercial flights became too risky, the Air Force moved in. These military flights were 100% free. No charges, no GST, just a direct ticket home on a Grey Bird. In this operation, Air Force made use of the A330 MRTT, multi-role tanker transport. Think of it as a flying Swiss Army knife. It's a tanker that refuels a fighter jet mid-air, but it can be converted into a flying hospital or a long-range transport. To understand why not to make use of the C-130 Hercules, we need to take a look at the mass and compare what is going on over here. The maximum capacity of Hercules is only up to 90 people, which needs multiple stops for refuel. But the A330 is like a private jet with a massive engine that can fly from the Middle East to Changi in one go. Actually, this is not the first evacuation in Singapore's history. In 1997, we sent 4 C-130 into Phnom Penh during the Cambodia crisis. In 2015, we were in Nepal after the massive earthquake. In 2021, our MRTT was in Qatar helping the US evacuate people from Afghanistan. We have been building this muscle for decades. We must bear in mind this operation is something more than just bringing people home. It's not that simple. Usually, the only countries that can do this, sending a high-tech military asset thousands of kilometers away, securing landing rights in a war zone, and coordinating a 8 to 10 hours non-stop flight, are the big boys. We are talking about the countries like US, UK, or France. Singapore is a tiny island with no natural resources. Yet, we have the reach of the global power. It requires world-class pilots, crazy logistics, and a diplomatic to get those planes through restricted airspaces. This wasn't just a flight, it was a demonstration. It shows that even if you are half a world away, if things go south, your country has the literal power to reach out and grab you. So, yeah, the story started with a complaint about a $600 ticket. But when I saw the great RSAF plane touch down at Changi Airport, I realized that $600 wasn't the point at all. The point is that Singapore is one of the few countries on earth that can and will go distance to make sure no one is left behind. And honestly, that's something worth being proud of.